Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Flycap 316 here. Just chilling as usual. Got this bad boy growing out, nah I mean. Get my grown man on. Yeah. Anyway, had a talk with my moms this morning on the phone. Nah I mean, churches and all this good stuff. And I know individuals who feel that they don't need to attend a physical church to validate their relationship with the Divine Father. That's all fine and dandy. But fellowshipping it's a big part of your growth as a Christian. The reason why there's an abundance of individuals who don't feel that they need to go to church is because the church, or various churches, I should say, has done them wrong. I mean, check me out. I'm talking shorts, shoes, the whole nine. If I walk into almost any church here in Arlington looking like this, they gonna look at me funny. Mohawk, got my shades on, I mean. And you got folks that will say, well, what about when Christ said, come as you are? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, come as you are. And I'm not saying these dress codes these churches got are right. I'm just saying that individuals need to be a little bit more lax on these rules and regulations they put on individuals who want to attend their churches. You know, if this person wants to come in and worship in the house of God and get a closer relationship with the Divine Father and the Redeemer, then the individuals who claim that church is home and the pastors and ministers and such, they shouldn't be all about, oh, you need to wear this, you need to wear that, and my little brother got some suits and everything he don't wear no more that might fit you. It should be less of a fashion show and more of a soul search. That's all I'm saying. Okay? True. You do not need to go to a church as in a physical building, because the church is you. You are the temple. On that same note, though, it is important to fellowship. Very important. So a lot of individuals got a lot of things twisted when it comes to what a Christian is and how a Christian looks and how a Christian acts and blah, blah, blah. And like I said before, those individuals, most of them, they have no idea how deep this spirituality, this faith really goes. It's not a religion. It's not about dividing and conquering. All right? Well, it might be, depending on what kind of church you go to, or depending on what kind of rules and regulations your church got in play. It's more or less, no, not more or less. It's essentially, there you go, about the condition of your soul. All right? It's about you versus the rest of eternity. And if you feel the need, if you're drawn to a church for whatever reason, and they got a dress code and all that good stuff, do everything you can to abide by that dress code. Do not let bickering in the church, do not let this backbiting, do not let the demons in the pulpit and in the choir stand and sitting in the pews next to you keep you from your blessings. All right? And as far as the churches goes, you guys need to clean it up. I mean, straight up. You guys need to clean it up. Next time you guys are in church, next time you step into what you call God's house, just remember the Redeemer runs that. All right, that's property of the Redeemer. So, think. Not what would Jesus do, what would Jesus think? What would Jesus think if he walked through the doors of the church right now? Ask yourself that. and these kids who ain't been taught no better over here flirting and stuff like that. You know what makes me sick? What really irritates me and stuff is the stupidity of a lot of Christian parents. The world is bigger than the church. The world is bigger than your community. You keep your kids sheltered and all this good stuff, you know, at home, and they go to school and learn things that you don't even realize they learning. Stuff that you try to protect them from. Next thing you know, they filling up on each other and all that good stuff in church. And you trying to cast out a demon. You are the demon. Because you chose not to act when you had the chance. Train up a child in the way it should go, and when it is old, it will not depart from that. That's not just talking about church. God supersedes church. God is everywhere. I'm talking to trees. I'm talking, you know, other people, houses. You got to reinforce biblical teachings in every aspect of life. Or else, you just talking. You ain't teaching nothing. You just talking. Oh yeah, it sound good. It sound good. Anyway, I'm not gonna go off on a tangent here. The main purpose of this video is to let everyone out there know who care enough to watch these and pass them along that you should not let the church define you. And I want to let the churches know, if you're a leader in the church, you got anything to do with pastoring or preaching, or, you know, got any kind of influence in the church, do not let a bunch of rules and regulations set out by man dictate the atmosphere of your church. I mean, if your church rocking and rolling and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying, and the Holy Spirit moving cool, no problem. You know, I've been there. I've been there. If your church laid back and all that good stuff, and, you know, I'm talking cowboy church style, laid back, good southern country gospel, cool, no problem. I've been there. Do not let do not let something that someone brought up and wanted to bicker over and start a conflict over dictate the atmosphere of your church. All right, consider that a home away from home. You want to protect it, you want to keep it safe, you want to keep it holy. All right, you want it sanctified. You want it as pure as you can get it. All right. I'm probably going to go in depth on this later on. I'm going to go to the Bible and I'm going to pull some scriptures out and everything to validate both points. They're not counterpoints, they're complementary points. Most, if not all, of your growth as an individual Christian will be done alone, because your walk with the Redeemer is your walk. However, we should not ignore the benefit, or should I say, we should not ignore the effect that let me see, what's the word? The effect that fellowship or fellowshipping can have on your walk, on your path. You need to find and strike a balance there. A lot of these churches are not balanced. That leads to unbalanced individuals. Individuals in their personal lives aren't balanced. And then they go to these churches that's not balanced, and I mean, it just leads to more imbalance. When you start subtracting from the negative and adding to the positive, then you'll start getting positive results. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this short. I'm getting close to 10 minutes. Love you all. This Flycap 316 signing off. Peace.